So, good morning, students. This is Dr. Jayashree teaching the concept of Indian writing in English, 6th semester, Mangalore University. So, the topic for today's discussion is Theosophical Society. Right? So, you had been listening to the main, uh, reformative movements in the age of Indian Renaissance, so to say. So you have studied about Atmiya Sabha, Prathana Samaj in the previous slide. So here we will have Theosophical Society. So Theosophical Society is an important institution which was established in Adyar, Madras. So if you go to Madras, you can see a sprawling building of a Theosophical Society. So it was part of religious renaissance. Right. It was founded by Madame Blavatsky in the year 1875. So this is one more important feature, dear students. See, all these important institutions, no, they were founded by Englishmen only. Say, if you look at Indian National Congress, the first, meet, no? W.C. Banerjee was there. So it was headed by a British official, like that. So there were thinkers who were pro-Indians, right? Shifted to Adyar. So she was the president of Annie Besant was the president of Theosophical Society. Madame Blavatsky founded it. Then no, Annie Besant did quite a lot of reformation. I mean, she established many schools, colleges throughout South India. See, even Besant College in Mangalore, you might have heard the name. It was established by Annie Besant. Now regarding Madras, see, if you look at Indian history, there are certain cities which have played crucial roles. Madras, Kolkata, Bengal, then Chennai, certain Bombay, certain cities seem to have played a major role than the other cities. So Madras at that time was a hub of culture and educational stalwarts were there. Madras was the hub of music also. Tamil Nadu, Tanjavur, Thyagaraja, Muthuswami Dikshitar and all, especially cultural renaissance. No, you must be familiar with the Sangam literature and all. So overall, in Madras especially, there were many stalwarts. In education, there were good educationalists. If you look at the history of South India, Madras played a crucial role. Say, even films, no, they used to be formed in Madras. So that is why North Indian people, even now, they refer to all the South Indians as Madrasis only. Hub of journalists, advocates and enlightened royal class people. So all in all, like Bengal, in South India, Madras was a key center. See, these people, no, they played a prominent role in Theosophical Society. Ideals of Theosophy were there. Wider religious philosophies such as Vedanta, Mahayana, Buddhism, Sufism, etc. So what was the purpose of Theosophical Society? To find a balance between the multiple religious philosophies such as Vedanta, Mahayana Buddhism, Sufism, etc. So see, what differentiates Theosophical Society from Atmiya Sabha and Prathana Samaj is Theosophical Society was founded by the Westerners. Atmiya Sabha and all were founded by people like Rajar Indians. No? So to be a bridge between the East and the West. So it was supposed to be a bridge between the East and the West. now, three basic objectives of the Theosophical Society: to form a nucleus of the brotherhood of humanity without distinction of race, creed, sex, caste, or color. See, they wanted to form a brotherhood of humanity. See, east and west, amalgamation of the good points of both the east and the west, to encourage the study of comparative religion, philosophy, and science. So another major purpose was to encourage the study of religion. See, what do we mean by theosophy? Study of religion. If you go to Basel Mission, Basel Mission, you will get a glimpse of theosophical college is there. So you will get an insight into these books. So in some universities you will have MA in philosophy. There also you will come to know about these philosophies. Yes. Like philosophy is basically a theoretical nature, but later when it is as it is imbibed in religion, it becomes a way of life to people, isn't it? So to investigate the unexplained law of nature and the powers latent in man. So what is another important thing? To investigate the unexplained law of nature. See, what is religion? I mean, study of religion. It is about the unexplained laws of this universe. See, we are human beings. Our intellect has some limitations. So, through that intellect only, we try to understand the laws of nature, about the concept of birth, death, whether there is a soul. If it is there, where does it go after death and all. And the powers latent in man. See, we have powers latent in human beings. No? What is mind? What is soul? What is heart? Where do the emotions come? What is Maya? What is the purpose of life? These things, sentences may look quite stupid, but actually they are very meaningful sentences. Philosophers and thinkers and writers have been trying to find meaning to these questions, especially at these times of corona and imminent death. You sometimes feel like reflecting on the nature of life and death. Correct? Now again we will discuss these concepts in detail. So Theosophical Society is an important institution which was established in Adyar, Chennai. Now it is Chennai. Madras has been renamed as Chennai, a surge of nativism. During the pre-independence times, Bengal, Punjab, Bombay and Madras were hubs of education. Say, as I have already mentioned, these were some very important cities. In Madras, there were leaders like Muthuswami Iyer, a great judge who stressed the importance of assimilating Western culture, science and institutions. There were enlightened advocates, journalists and royal class people who supported this idea. Theosophical Society helped these ideals to materialize. So these ideals, Theosophical Society helped them to practice. See, they hold regular meetings, like that. During those times, Theosophical Society was quite active. Theosophical Society was a Western attempt to fuse with the springs of Indian spirituality. See, it is a Western attempt actually. It was founded by Madame Blavatsky in New York in the year 1875. See, if you look at the history of India, from 1850 onwards, there was a heavy surge of modernity, modern influences. 1857, there was Sepoy Mutiny. Then Queen Victoria even gave a speech saying that she will look after the needs of the Indians. Then Colonel Olcott and William O. Judge supported her. The society shifted to Adyar near Madras in 1878 and has been functioning from that time. Annie Besant was the president of the society. She gathered many prominent Indians around her, and the society opened branches in many cities all over the nations. See, this is again one more point. Like Madam Blavatsky, there were many people who were sympathetic towards Indians. Quite a lot of Oriental study had taken place. There is even a branch called, Indology, a study of India. See, writers like Max Muller had already translated Vedas into German. Anyway, why I am saying there were people who had sympathized with the condition of the Indians. She was responsible for the starting of the Central Hindu College at Banaras and other educational institutions. This regarding Annie Besant. Then at present, Theosophical Society continues the works of the previous Theosophists. Theosophy encompasses wider religious philosophies like Vedanta, Mahayana Buddhism, Sufism, etc. I hope by now you have become familiar with these concepts. No? See, people like Rajaram Mohan Roy and all these thinkers, they studied not only Hinduism but also all the other religions. See, India is a nation of diversities. Even at that time, there were people belonging to various religions. See, when you look at India, you have Hindus, Muslims, Jains, Parsis, Buddhists, Sufis. So within one religion, there will be sub-layers. So it is not that easy to reconcile these interests. So they made a very serious study of all these interests. The Theosophical Society acts as a bridge between East and the West, emphasizing the commonality of human cultures. See, the purpose is to draw a parallel between the religions. See, all religions ultimately, strive for the good of humanity, good of the individual soul. The three objects of the Theosophical Society are these: to form a nucleus of the brotherhood of humanity, then to encourage the study of comparative religion, to investigate the unexplained laws of nature. So overall, Theosophical Society was a very important organization during the pre-independence times. It played a crucial role in the Indian religious renaissance. Madam Blavatsky and Annie Besant played a very important role in the popularization of the society, and basically the society tried to strike a balance between the Eastern religions and the Western Christianity in a way, basically like that. Thank you, students.